Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone is ready for the new day. I think I am. I just had a really fun weekend in Cape Cod with my mastermind group, and I'm getting ready to go to the Rittenhouse Square Fine Art Show this weekend, so I'm kind of in crunch time. And sometimes I have a little trouble focusing. Hi, Barb. Good morning. Hi, Ellen. How are you? Hi, Lori. Hi, Kathy. How's everyone doing? So, hi, Helen. I hope everyone's well. I think I'm ready. I was just getting paintings ready to go to my art show. Emerson. Good morning, Emerson. Let me look here. Love our yes, the forecast coming up looks fabulous. Yay. Nothing better than that. I'd love to go to an art show and not worry about the weather because there's plenty of other things to take all of my attention. All right, let me show you. So I'm going to paint something that my friend Joanna Baker went at our mastermind that I went to this past weekend in Cape Cod in Massachusetts. We were in Boston a little bit, and then we went to Cape Cod and rented an Airbnb. Can you see this little? I guess that doesn't look too bad. And we all brought like a local treat, something from where we live. And actually, my friend Joanna brought apples from her backyard. Aren't they pretty? So I'm going to try painting this today. It's very apropos of the season. It doesn't feel like fall outside, but I know we're getting there. Hi, Sheila. Good morning. Donna, how are you? Hi, Susie. All right, so let's think. I need to mix reds, greens, and some grays for the background. And I'm not sure if I'll just do one color background. I'm not sure. I don't need to decide that yet. I just need to mix colors. Okay, so I'm going to pull this down here. Let's look. All right, I think that's good. Good morning, Ellen. How are you? Hi, Anita. Oops, I'm getting caught in my laptop. I'm getting ready. I have Inspiring Art also today, so if you're in my membership group, that's happening today also. It's a busy time to be doing so many things, but that's how life ebbs and flows, I think. Okay, I need to mix some, maybe I'll do darks to greens first. So I have a dark brown out here. I'm actually not even sure what this is. Yesterday I was painting something. Not terrible. I don't even know what I was painting yesterday. It's absolutely ridiculous that I can't remember that, but it was something from my trip. That's terrible how I forget things. Oh well, what are you going to do? Make this a little more green. So I'm going to mix my greens first. And they're on the cooler side. All the greens are kind of on the cooler side, but I need like a green for the shadow area, which I think I'm going to keep a little warmer. So I'm going to add some Indian yellow. So I think I'm going to keep my shadows warmer and my foreground colors, my highlight colors cooler today. So how's everybody doing? Did I miss saying hello to anyone? I think that looks pretty good for the shadow area of the green. I might make it a little bit darker. Then pull some of that out. And I'm going to add lemon yellow to that now to lighten it. And it's very, it's not a real bright. A couple of the areas are a little bit bright, but for the most part, it's pretty desaturated. So I think I'm going to put more green in there. That's sap green. And then I'm going to lighten it and desaturate it. So I think I'll add a little bit of gray into it. More of the yellow. And a little bit, I'm going to clean my palette knife off so I don't get my white paint messy. Because I want to get like a desaturated, whoops, I went right into my other green. I'm going to have to mix that again. Ooh, but that's really nice. I need to do that and then make that a lighter color too. Cleaning off my knife. Yeah, that looks like that green that is in the highlight of the leaf doesn't really look very green, and that looks pretty close to it, just slightly green. Now I do need to mix. I lost my sap and lemon yellow mixture because I pulled it over. I think I was feeling like I didn't have enough paint. I need my lemon yellow. So where's everybody listening from today? Or watching, I guess. Now I put out Viridian Green. I don't want Viridian Green. I wanted Sap Green. Now I have to find it. Didn't put enough out, and now I have no idea where it is. That's not it. Oh, here it is. I found it. I didn't want Viridian today. That's a nice color. Did you use a gray or a mixed gray? Oh, you know what I used was the mixed gray. I used... I just have a little bit of it on my palette. You can see it in the corner there. I used a little bit of this Portland Gray Deep. Just a little bit of that. Oh, Kathy's on her front porch. That sounds lovely. Very nice. Having a beautiful view. Let's see. From air-conditioned home in sunny Central Florida. Ellen, is it still super hot there? Our weather's still warm, but it's starting to feel a little bit like fall. So I have a nice array of greens there. I think that'll work. Okay, now I need reds, really deep reds, lighter reds. Oh, I need brown for the box and then grays. I'm having my coffee. Charleston, South Carolina. Marilyn, did you get my, I wrote you back. Did you get my message? I sent you a password reset thing, but it only lasts for a few hours. So if you need me to send it again, let me know. Irma says we're finally down to the 90s and feeling quite cool. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Yeah, our weather hasn't been that bad. Yes, it has. It's been hot. I think this was the hottest summer I can remember. Okay, I need dark reds. I'm going to add red in there. See where that gets us. Noisy Queens, even noisier with school back. Oh, I bet. But that's fun though. Do you open your window and hear all the screaming kids getting on and off the bus? And I love the sound of kids. So there I have nice reds. Really nice reds. But now I'm going to need some of my reds to look greenish. Do I need that? I think I need this to go a little lighter too. So what am I going to do with that? I'm thinking out loud. I want to lighten the red, but I don't want it to go pink. I do have a little bit of permanent rose here from Vasari. I'll see what that does. Over 100 for so long in Texas. That's over 100. That's tough. I always think I like warm weather, but I don't know that I'd like it quite that warm. I'm going to pull some of my green down here. Oh, horns honking. So I'm going to mix a little bit of greenish pink because there is that color in the apples. Maybe I'll put that right there. Kind of a transition green. I'll do a little bit of a darker one too. I love when the colors transition between each other. I think that's good. All right, let's do some browns. Some grays, I think. All right, do a brown that goes dark. Congratulations to Mary Eileen on brand new gorgeous granddaughter. Oh, I didn't realize that. Did you tell me you had a granddaughter? That's so exciting. What's her name, Mary Eileen? Oh, that's got to be the best. In the shadow, I'm not sure what to do in the shadow area where the box transitions up. I'm going to make this darker. And then I'm going to just add a little bit of this purple into it. See what that looks like. Because it almost looks like a really cool, neutral, weird color. And I think that might do it. The more and more you do this, the more intuitive it becomes. But I think that'll work. We'll see. It was late last night, but I think it's Claire Mary. Oh, isn't that pretty? Congrats. How fun. That's one of the true treasures in life, is to be a grandparent, I think. I've never been one, but I think it is. This brown that I'm using is really cool. It's called Italian Green Ochre. It's a Williamsburg color, and it's got a little bit of like, almost like a little grit to it that I like. Sorry. I'm thinking about more than one thing at a time here. Now that's not quite. I'm going to add a little bit of Indian yellow in there. It's a little flat looking. Just trying to mix up kind of the color where the light's hitting the box. I think that's good. We'll see how it looks. We can always adjust it. And I'm going to pull that out and make a gray for the background. I'm adding some of that gray into this color. It's good to cross your colors over and have different colors mixed into each other. Yeah, that's good for the dark. I'm going to keep going and add some white in there. Maybe just a little bit of manganese blue hue. Yeah, it's kind of a, I don't know what that color is, but okay. I kind of like what we have. I think this is good. It's a nice palette, right? So now I need to decide for the background for my transparent color layer. This is over a little bit in front of me too much. Do I want to do like a full color background? Like I could do permanent rose, or why do I mix all my colors beforehand? I find that I didn't used to do it that way, but I find that if I have my colors mixed, once I dive into doing the painting, I don't have to like stop what I'm doing and then mix colors. I like to have everything kind of ready to dive in. It just seems to flow better for me. But there's no wrong answer. You could do it either way. So I could either do a permanent rose background, or I could paint colors kind of as I see them. I think or kind of a brown. I'm just not sure what I want to do here. Let's do, I guess I'll do pinks. I'll make it a little crazy. That's maybe what I feel like doing. I'll make the colors a little true to what the color is, but a little crazy. So that sounds like fun today. Sometimes I feel like being a little safe. Sometimes feel like being a little crazy. Kind of have to go with that intuition. This leaf is all the way, and it's like right there. I didn't see that leaf. Looks like it does have a little bit of viridian in it. I might have to mix a little bit more. This leaf is almost all the way over here. Yeah, so I'll be at booth number 63 for the art show this weekend if anybody's going to be in Philly and come to see me. It's kind of fun to sit in a place and let the whole kind of world know where you are and see who shows up to say hello. I love it. It is truly like the best part. I wish I could visit you. I wish too. Maybe someday. You live far away though, don't you? Now this goat recesses in there. I guess I'll put a little green in. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I hope it goes well. Well, knowing that it's supposed to be good weather makes a big difference too. I'm looking for my kind of shadow areas of the red of the apple. That looks like it needs to come over a little bit. And that's super dark in there, so maybe I'll add something darker. And get Precious. Did you grid your canvas? Yes, there's a little grid on there. You can see it. See the pencil line on there. Yeah, I like to do that. It just gives me confidence that I'm at least kind of getting things in the right place. Not too precious about it, but anything you can do to keep your confidence so that you don't think that you're worried about things being in the wrong place or whatever is always good. This needs to go dark here. Then we have shadow there. Let me just keep that dark going over here for the shadow. Goes all the way down to there. Maybe I'll put my manganese blue hue. What size and brand is your brush? Ellen, it's a number 12 Rosemary Eclipse Short Flat. And I also have one of my Trekels laying here. I'll probably use that next. And this looks like it needs to be... I'm going to do manganese blue hue in this. Whoops. So it's going to leave it a mess, so that's okay. Mess is okay. Probably have a little bit too much of my Indian yellow here. Pull that off so it's not too thick. And this goes dark in there. And this should be darker. Okay, I think that's a good start. Allie says, I'm going to try and come see you this weekend at Rittenhouse Square. Allie, that would be so fun. I would love that. It's going to be a nice weekend to be there and walk around and go out to lunch. I don't get to do that, but I do get to go out to dinner. There's so many great restaurants in that area. And I'm using my pigment sticks just to get some random fun color. Do you rinse off? Oh, Kathy said, do you rinse off your brush when changing colors? I just wipe it off. I don't rinse it. I wipe it off with a paper towel. Suggest a little bit of the green that's kind of in the background too. Yeah, when's the last time you came to see me at Rittenhouse, Allie? Was it a long time ago? I think it was. That would be very fun. I need my red. Which colors? Oh, that right now I'm using, look, I have no idea what that says. It's quinacridone magenta, maybe? I'm not sure. I do have like a link on my website to all my my favorite art supplies, like the colors I usually use when I'm teaching, so that you could go there and look. I think it's at the bottom of my homepage or something. Kind of forget. I need to work on my website again. No, 2 years ago, Allie said. That would be great. Oops. I was trying to clean off when the paper gets, down, when I get down to the paper, you have to peel it off like a crayon. And I was kind of avoiding doing it right now. And then I clean this. Oh, Tina, good. Wonderful. See you Sunday. What other color? I'll do a little bit of gold. And what other color? Oh, I didn't do this fun color that I always love. This malachite green, I think it's called. I got a little chunk on there. I have to clean that off. All right, that looks like a total mess, doesn't it? Put those away. And I should try and get this little bit of malachite green off, and then I'll start in with my dark. So it's 8:24. So I think I'm good on time. I got that whole big chunk off of there. I need a sip of my coffee. What's everybody having today? Coffee or tea? Love that color too. Perfect. I love your mess. Yeah, the mess. It's reckless, crazy fun, right? It feels a little wet. That's all right. I can work with that. Paris tea, Ellen. What's Paris tea? Coffee. Need a little extra today. I might too. I might need a little extra too. I always think I do, but I very rarely have a second cup of coffee. I almost always want to, but somewhere along the way I talk myself out of it. And it's probably only because I have to make a whole nother pot for myself, and that seems a little decadent. Now these green leaves are really in the shadow. This has a very strong highlight shadow. Julie says, I just had lunch. Beans on toast. What kind of beans do you put on your toast? I don't know about beans on toast. It's delicious tea from Harney and Sons. Is that a Florida place or is it a website place? I keep trying to like tea. All right, these are very dark areas. I'm curious too about the beans on toast. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, beans are good for you. We had a lot of beans in France. Baked beans in a tomato sauce. Very popular here in Ireland. Oh my gosh, baked beans in a tomato sauce. That sounds really good. I have not been to Ireland. Beans on toast is a very British snack. Heinz baked beans, very popular throughout the... Oh, really? Heinz baked beans are? Out of the can. Loving as it is, maybe you should stop. I do a little bit of a mess in here. But yet my goal is always to get to the point where I'm confident enough with my painting that I stop when it's a little bit more midway through. Especially on my larger paintings, I definitely tend to overwork them sometimes. It's hard to let go. Thanks, Sheila. Oh, I got little bits coming off there. A little too thick there at the bottom. All right. Tacos. Who's having tacos? Hi, Nancy. Doing this here. All right, I'm going to go a little bit more with my True Red. I was just thinking about tacos last night, Irma. That's what we had, tacos on my mastermind retreat. That would make a great large abstract. It would. I think it looks cool because it's so dramatic in its shift of darks and lights. Do you think you're right brand of paint or oil stick? Oh, definitely the ones that I use, they're called R&F pigment sticks. They're very thick and juicy. Like other ones, like the Sennelier sticks, which I have here somewhere. I don't know where they are, but they're harder and waxier. So like I feel like when I use them, I push into my painting more and they're harder to dry. But I love, didn't really make shadow area is very blue up here. It's not nearly dark enough. No, wait. I think that needs to go darker. Oh, let me see. Do you varnish the painting to protect the color? What do you use? Well, I've been kind of going back and forth on that. These smaller ones, I use a spray varnish to protect them. But I also sometimes liquid, which is what I used this time on the painting as my background medium. It looks like this. I'll just put a nice coat of liquid on top of it instead of varnishing, because then you can always go back in if you want to. Nancy says, good morning, looking edible already. Thank you. R and A. Oh, R and F. Let me see if I have one that's not too messy here. R and F. And it's called R and F pigment sticks. Yeah, so it's really oil paint in stick form. There's one that's not too messy. And I think they come in 2 different sizes. I like that. Hi, Madeline. How are you? Which sticks are soft and juicy? Sorry, I didn't hear. Oh, they're called R&F pigment sticks. They're soft and juicy. Oh, did the pigment sticks take long to dry? About like regular oil paint, I'd say. Just jumping on, how was Cape Cod? It was gorgeous. We had a wonderful time. It was inspiring and all good things. I'm doing well. Just dropped the kids off at school. Apples are looking great. Thanks, Madeline. Back in school season. Okay, maybe I'll do my lighter background color a little bit here. This goes lighter here. Okay. I like those colors in there. That looks nice. That looks pretty good. I don't want to fuss with it too much. Love the touch of turquoise. Me too. We'll see if it shows through when I'm finished. I need to really look to see if I have enough of my darks in here. I feel like that got too light right there, so I'm gonna add a little bit of that's kind of a hard edge, but it's kind of a dark color on a dark color. And I like how that looks. I'm using my darkest greens again here. Apples are glowing. Good. Okay, now I need to get confidence and head more into the middles of them. Not be precious. I do get nervous sometimes that I'll push them too far or not enough or whatever. Can't get in your own head. You have to stay out of your own way and follow your intuition. It's so hard to do. What style is this? I don't know what my style is. I think it might be impressionistic. I don't know. What is my style? Okay. I'm thinking too much here. Let me get a little bit more that shadow. I'm not sure if I should dive into some greens right now. Maybe I should. Loose. My style is loose. I love that. That's always my goal, so thank you for saying that. I don't know why loose is so hard to do. It's actually sort of ridiculously hard. It's like, when people paint abstracts, which is something I would love to explore more because I love to do them. And you have to do it so intuitively. And then people look at it and think, oh, I could do that. And it's like, no, you probably couldn't. If you gave that a little bit of a try, you'd realize how very challenging it is to paint intuitively and have it look nice in the end. Doing it's not hard. It's having it look nice in the end, right? All right, maybe it's time to dive into some of my lighter colors that I'm always afraid of. And then I'll do my greens. Time is at 8:39. We're still okay. The abstract you did and your daughter was beautiful. Thank you. Oh, and it was so fun. And she loves it. That's even the best part. And I get the approval of my family. I know I've done okay. It's those people who are painfully honest. And oh, now did that get too flat? Maybe. Let me put some greenish, pinkish up in here. And the highlight I see is right. That gave it more dimension. Rosemary says my daughter is painfully honest too. Yeah, I like that. I find that to be a good thing. Especially when it comes to what to wear. It's getting there. let me dance back down to... This has a little green in it. All right, that's okay. I need to think about this one now, I think. Well, this needs a little bit more of a harder edge. Okay, I'm fussing with it too much. And now I'm gonna, come down here and work on this one. It's funny, doing something like this, like an apple, a bunch of apples, is really challenging. You wouldn't think that it would be. It's kind of a hard dance between suggesting what you see, having enough detail to know what it is, keeping it loose. I kind of think through all those things as I'm working. This is that kind of greenish color down there. There's a shadow right there that I don't want to forget. Let me get that shadow. I need to push this way back in here too. Is it getting there? And those colors that are greenish, yellowish are always tricky. Oh, I have to put the stem in there too. Getting there. Okay, I need this. Sorry, that's the part where I'm always holding my breath. Looks like it's coming to life. Thank you. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what this color is in here. It's definitely lighter. Oh, hold my breath. Do you do courses? I have an online course called Art in Bloom, and it's a floral oil painting course. And I do teach in person too from time to time. I'm going to do one at Square Pear Gallery in Kennett Square. I just need to finalize the date, which I'm hoping to do today. I have to decide if I want to do it in February or March. Does anybody have a preference? Anybody who wants to join me? And I have a membership group too, where I go live and teach twice a month. And you just pay a monthly, very reasonable monthly fee. That's always fun. And that's today for anybody in my group. I think I sent out an email about it. Okay, do I need any other details? Do you do outside your country? I just taught workshop in France, in Gourdon, France, and I'm going to do it again in June of 2025. Seems like forever from now. But it'll be here before we know it. Yes, and if you'd like to be on my newsletter list, just send me a message and I'll add you. That way you'll know when I offer things. All right, what else do I need? I don't want to cover up some of those little pops of color that are showing through. It is 8:48. I have a little bit of time. I didn't put in this little highlight right here. Oh, it got a little chunky, but I sort of like it. So I'm not going to fuss with it. I need a little bit more darkest dark right in this spot. And maybe I'll get a thin brush and just put a few of these little tiny stems in here. Paint on my brush. I don't want to get too lost in the details, but sometimes a little bit of it is wonderful to add. Oh, thank you. She said, I love this one at every stage. I might need a little bit of my lightest green, and then I might call it a day. Okay, they look delicious. They do look delicious, and they were delicious. She had just bought a new house last year, and she thought it was like a crabapple tree last year and never got to eat any of the apples, and then ended up trying them this year, and they were delicious. And you know me, everything I see is possible painting inspiration. I wanted that to go a little bit darker. It was distracting me a little bit right there. And let's just do the littlest bit of that. No, I need to stop. I'm not making it better. I'm just changing it now. That's always when I say I should be finished, because it's not getting better. It's just getting different. Get my brush and sign it, or my stylist. Oh, I love that little, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on a minute. I'll show you that little detail in there. I love it. So there's my reference. I love, like, down in here, that gold showing through looks really cool. And you see brush strokes. I tried to, all that fun stuff happening in there. And then when you come back, you can totally tell what it is. I love that. Okay, and there's my palette. I'll turn this around. So I will save this on my YouTube channel. So if you get a chance, go over there and give me a thumbs up. I got to keep trying to grow that a little bit. And what else? I'll be at Rittenhouse this weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'll be at booth number 63. And love the crop on the image. People are inclined to paint the whole box. Yeah, I almost did. And then that drew me to it, that one apple with all those leaves in it. But and if you're in my Inspiring Art group, I'll see you guys at 11. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me. And I'll see you again next week. Bye. Thank you.